Here's what's happening on Junos Connect. Developers, listen up. Now you can get your hands on Junos. We'll introduce you to the Junos Space SDK. Plus, hear how technology advances are changing the way security is deployed in the data center and how you can ensure security policies are enforced. Hey everyone, I'm Kara Suboy. Welcome to Junos Connect, your one-stop video source for all things Junos. Here's what's happening around Juniper. We recently welcomed two new companies into the Juniper family, Altor Networks and Trapeze Networks. Altor brings a security solution for both physical and virtual data centers. Look for integration of the Altor products with our SRX series services gateways. Trapeze Networks brings a complete wireless LAN solution for always-on connectivity. For more details, visit juniper.net. For you iPad owners out there, the Junos Pulse app is now available for the iPad. Get your free download on iOS 4.2 from the Apple iTunes Store. The Day 1 Tips Contest iPad winner was announced, but we're still accepting tips. We've extended submissions through January 31st, so submit yours today for a chance to get published. And since we're on the topic of iPads, the Configuration Library iPad winner was announced, but the library is still open. We're giving away another iPad at the end of March for configurations submitted between now and March 31st. Do you have a totally new idea for a Junos Space application?
Strategically, what we need to do is open up the platform.
Coming up next, we'll introduce the Junos Space Software Development Toolkit. If you're looking for information about Junos, go to Junos Central. There, we'll tell you about the latest webcasts. Plus, we'll have an archive of the ones we've already done. You're also going to find Day 1 booklets. We have the books, information about the books, and the bios of all the authors. Just go to www.juniper.net/Junos. You can even find all the Junos Connect videos. I'm just saying. Welcome back to Junos Connect, your video source for Junos technology and news. I'm Kara Suboy. With the growth and complexity of networks, the need for managing the day-to-day operations is key. Joining us today is Ivan Vojvodic to tell us about the Junos Space SDK and how developers can build custom network-aware apps for managing the network. Thank you so much for joining us today, Ivan.
My pleasure, Kara.
And why don't you get us up to speed with Junos Space and the brand new SDK?
So Junos Space is a network application platform that we have built here at Juniper to provide access to network features, network elements, and abstract out those features so we can then build value-add applications. We have built about 8 of them.
Okay.
In that process, we discovered that strategically what we need to do is open up the platform.
Absolutely.
And we decided to do that with the software development kit. That software development kit then enables not only us at Juniper to rapidly develop applications, but also by opening it up, can enable others to develop applications using the software development kit on top of Junos Space.
That's great. So now developers can get their hands on the kit and build a huge array of applications. The developer really benefits here.
Absolutely. Developers will benefit because now they can focus the time that they have and resources they have on their intellectual property. They don't have to spend time worrying how do they access network, how do I access feature A, B, or C.
And you mentioned earlier, customers, they're really going to benefit from just the variety of applications now on the market.
We are really doing this all for the benefit of customers. First, they are going to have a number of applications at their disposal that they can use to deploy in the already investment in the network itself.
Sure.
They can also find customized solutions for their particular problems, or tweak the application so that really fits into their operational procedures.
A lot of versatility there. That's
Absolutely.
great. Why don't you give us an example of an application that's already been built or that you envision being built?
Let me give an example of application that could be built, something I'm really fond of.
Okay.
As I'm driving to work every day, I would like to see that applications built on Space detects based on my smartphone where I am.
Oh, okay.
As I'm coming close to my office, the system says, wow, Ivan is close to his office. Let us power on his lights, his phone, his computer, turn on the heat or the air conditioning. So by the time I get into my office, everything works really nice as though I left it yesterday.
Wow, that's cool.
The opposite happens as I leave.
Sure.
Things shut down, we save energy, we save money. We can also do analytics and find out how can we negotiate even better rates with power provider.
That is cool. I would love to have that tomorrow. So how can developers get their hands on this SDK?
Developers should just go to our website and register, and we are going to enable them to get their hands on the bundle, which contains the full-blown SDK.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for your time, Ivan.
My pleasure.
Look for more information on the Junos Space SDK website. Plus, stay tuned for a live webcast in February, where we'll take a deep dive into the Junos Space SDK. Is the security in your data center keeping up with today's advances in computing and networking?
They all use the HTTP protocol.
Coming up next, find out how to protect your data center by changing the way your security services are deployed. Looking for answers to questions about Juniper products? Join JNet and tap into the collective knowledge of a global community. Find solutions from Juniper users, experts, and Junos certified engineers. Register for your free user account and join the conversation from your mobile or your computer. Go to the link on your screen to sign up now. Welcome back to Junos Connect. I'm Kara Suboy. Data center consolidation is happening thanks to the advances in computing, networking, and storage technologies. This is having a profound impact on the deployment of security services in the data center. Krishna Narayanaswamy is here to talk to us about major security trends. Thanks for joining us, Krishna.
Thanks, Kara.
And why don't you begin by talking to us about how people view security?
When it comes to security, there is no single technology that addresses all the needs of the market. So what the security gurus profess is to have security in depth or in multiple layers. And what this means is, from a deployment point of view, you have multiple boxes, each box addressing a particular area of security.
Absolutely.
And each one of them is managed separately. Now, what we have with the SRX platform in Juniper is an integration of all those services into a single platform that can be managed by an admin using a single operating system.
Yeah, that's great. And what would you say some of the major trends are that are really driving that strategy?
Sure. I would like to highlight a couple of trends. One is the desktop to the data center. With the advances in the virtualization technologies, you're seeing the desktops move into the data center. Now, what that means to security is you need more services, because endpoints require a different set of security services compared to applications which traditionally resided in the data center. So again, goes back to the need for having a platform where you can integrate as many security services as possible.
Absolutely, address different needs.
Right.
And the second major trend you're going to tell us about?
The second major trend that I would like to highlight is the webification of applications.
The webification. Did you make that word up?
I guess so, because you're not going to find this in a Webster's or Merriam's.
What does it mean?
What it means is that almost all applications that people use today, be it internet applications like Facebook and YouTube, or even enterprise applications, all are going through the World Wide Web. Everybody uses the browser.
Of course.
Now, when you look at it from the networking point of view, they all use the HTTP protocol, which goes over port 80. Right. Now, when it comes to enforcing policies, security policies, if you just look at just that static information of port 80, you're not able to provide effective security enforcement.
Right, to fine-tune it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So what you really need is a dynamic way of identifying those applications so that you can differentiate and apply policies.
And how do those trends feed back into the SRX platform?
So from an XRX point of view, it is an integration platform where you can have as many services, security services that are needed, that is integrated into a single platform.
Yeah.
And we have a suite of services called App Secure. And what App Secure provides is the deep application intelligence. So you can effectively apply policies based on who the user is, what the application is, what is the device they're accessing from, and where they are located.
Great. Thank you so much for your time, Krishna.
Sure. Thanks, Kara.
You can find more information about Juniper security products on the juniper.net website. That's it for this episode. I'm Kara Suboy. We'll see you next time right here on Junos Connect.